Kemi Talks Gist. It's Monday, the 16th of June, 2025. Let's talk about Teebillz and the post he made against Vanessa. A lot of you don't know Vanessa. It was about Tiwa Savage and Jam, his son. Now, Teebillz being Tiwa Savage's ex-husband. This is the post he made last week. And he says, I love the mother of my child. God will expose you. You only care about percentage. I hired you as a PR, and the mother of my child's golly made you a manager. I'm not drunk or high. You're a fraud. As lonely as Jamil confessed to me, she will never amount to nothing. I'm back. How the fuck are you a manager without a billboard? My son is so hurt not having his mom. And I'm guilty too. But respectfully, fuck you, Vanessa. Nigerians didn't really know what this whole thing was about, but I'm going to explain it to you because it will shock you. I don't know Vanessa personally, but I know her very well in the industry. Some of you don't know that I've been in the music industry for 31 years in America, in Canada. Let's go to the American side. Okay, Vanessa Amadi is an Igbo girl who grew up in the States, worked in the States, a good professional PR person in music. I don't know Vanessa's educational background. But for PR, I attended Goucher College, Maryland, and I've done 25 years of music PR for many, many big artists. In fact, they were upcoming and they became big. The likes of Sean Kingston, Nicki Minaj, Drake, many. Campaigns, press releases, whatnot. I've done a lot of PR things. And I know Vanessa being one of the top ones, right? He has two famous clients, one being Davido and the other Tiwa Savage. And to me, technically, Vanessa has failed those two. Why? Because she doesn't really know the aspects of PR that should be known if you actually went to school for it. Because there are many publicists out there that didn't go to school. PR is one profession that you can actually practice without a degree, but it's always nice to know the ethics of PR. For example, when Tiwa Savage hired her as PR. Now we're hearing that Teebillz, as he said, he hired, Vanessa as the PR. And Tiwa Savage made her manager. Apparently, a whole lot of money issues came up with percentages. Now, my own thing is this. When I do PR for my clients, when I was doing PR, a lot of you were not even grown-ups. You were like babies, kids, and all that. We're talking about 1997, till first decade of the millennium, 2010. So at that time, what you do the most is you have to promote and publicize your client to the media. That's what PR is. PR is not music promotion, it's music publicity. And for me, I feel that Vanessa had two top Afrobeat artists, and these two have never received Grammys. Davido has never gotten a Grammy. Tiwa has never gotten a Grammy. Tiwa has never gotten a nomination. Did she enter? Does she have entries? One of the jobs of a publicist is to help with the application process. For example, I did a lot of application processes when I was in Canada. I did the one for So Fly, the song by Big Page and Drake, and it got a Canadian Grammy nomination. A lot of you think Grammys are something that they just call you and say your music is good, I'm going to nominate you, and now blah blah blah. No one is nominated that way. They have to submit their work. When you submit your work, you pay the $75 fee, you fill the form and send the audio of the music, MP3. In the old days, the clients will send us CDs and we'll put it in the envelope and it'll go in the mail. Now it's just MP3. You can attach it to the online form and all. At the end of the day, we always tell our artists to mix and master their songs well. because of the Juno judges. Juno is Canadian Grammys. The Juno judges or the Academy judges who are going to listen to this music over and over again with their headphones. So that process is what I told the Ghanaians when I was in Accra in 2023, that people always wonder why the Ghanaians are never nominated for the Grammys, okay? Because they never entered. They didn't know. So we can enter. If you entered, maybe Black Sheriff or Sarkodie or any of those will get nominations. So now they know. Everybody's entering this year, 2025. In fact, the Grammy entries have opened, and it usually closes September ending. And once it closes September ending, it then, is announcements is in November for the nominations, and the awards is in February. They've actually announced the dates of this year nomination show, and of course February 1st next year, 2026, for the awards. So at the end of the day, I want to attend next year's Grammys. I want to start attending things that I covered, just attended as someone in the audience. So at the end of the day, what happens to the Grammys is, why hasn't Vanessa ever entered Tiwa's work into the Grammys? You remember when Davido entered his work like 2 years ago? He went to make the mistake of go announcing it. They don't announce things like that. Those are spiritual things, Davido. Nobody ever announces that. Oh, I have entered my work in the Grammy. Only David does all that attention-seeking shit. Okay, Burner didn't tell you nothing. Whiskey doesn't tell you. Bad energy trails your stuff, and then next thing you know, you lose that nomination. Okay, so when I saw Davido tweeted that, I said, okay, Vanessa has entered for him. And if Vanessa was a good PR person, she should be advising Davido not to make such announcement. PR people don't, they announce their clients. They tell their clients, they don't announce anything they're doing. And she hasn't done enough with Tiwa's work. For the body of work that Tiwa has, the number of albums and tracks and whatever, that, best performance and that's best world performance and that best world whatever album or whatever, the ones that the Africans usually enter the most. Now we have Afrobeat, best Afrobeat performance. Tiwa should be entering her work, and that's Vanessa's job. So it kind of question, what exactly Vanessa is. I don't know who made her a manager. According to Teebillz, it looks like Tiwa did. But there's still something I can't decipher from this post. God will expose you. You only care about percentage. Okay, it looks like Tiwa is working very hard, going from show to show to show, so that she can make, I see some form of slavery or so here. She can make enough money so that Vanessa can take her own percentage. That's what I decipher here. And because Tiwa is performing all over the world, tour upon tour, the little boy doesn't get to see him. And he's lonely. And that's what it says here, that Jamil confessed to me, as lonely as Jamil confessed to me. So, Vanessa, please, whatever you're doing, remember, you might want your percentage, but the artist's child is also lonely. Don't work them. It kind of reminds me of all these girls that are trafficked to different countries. The one that we saved in Ghana, the other, 2024 or 23? Like, they made her work as in, she had to have sex with 10 men every night to make the money that they used to bring her to Ghana and everything to work. And she told us that, we rescued her, she told us that she was told she's coming to work, as in cleaning, nanny, and all that. But when she got there, it was sex work. So I'm just giving that as a comparison to what's going on here with Vanessa, because Teebillz has exposed something, but Instablog just posted it. Nobody explained it to you. That's why I'm here. Dr. Kemi Gist. The one thing I didn't like was when Tiwa filed that police report against Davido, threatening her. I mean, Vanessa was the manager to both artists, and they let everything just go out of hand like that. And Tiwa still doesn't talk to Davido. I hope you all know that. Like, Davido threatened her life and stuff. And this is when Vanessa started going down. She didn't do good PR to curb that. Thanks for listening.